Rotten
something.
Tomatoes can't be trusted, though, to be fair.
Look,
I mean, when
IGN
it's
can't
like-
be trusted. Tell you that.
Yeah, but what if neither of them can be trusted, but they're both rated at like, you know?
Then it must be real shit.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Whoa!
No, I'm having a great time. I could record a 4-hour episode. I'm honestly not complaining.
Well, what
What?
would Mario even taste like?
Not that.
spaghetti and meatballs because he's
You know, I
Italian.
actually think
Yeah.
that Mario
That makes
tastes
more
like
sense.
spaghetti and meatballs.
For sure, spaghetti and meatballs.
It's okay. He's Italian. You
Yeah,
can say
I
that.
can say it.
Welcome back, everyone, to a very special 6th episode of the CinemaBuns podcast.
And this one's a big deal because today we have a special guest.
We do.
Hi, Matteo.
Hi. How's it going, guys?
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, thanks for
We're
joining
excited
us.
you're here.
Yeah. It's been a long time coming.
Well, you know, we had to do 5 episodes to get all the kinks out of the way.
Yeah.
And now that you're here, it's a, you know, I'd say it's a well-oiled machine.
Oh yeah.
You know?
No kinks
No
at all.
issues.
No
you know?
mistakes before we set up the cameras at all.
We're not
Nothing
an hour and a half late.
No.
happened.
That
Hour
didn't
and a half,
happen.
dude. Try 3 hours.
3 hours.
That's being generous. We're very happy to have you on and excited to talk shop.
And shop today, we are talking about sequels and maybe more follow-ups to popular movies specifically. Do they have to be bad? Why is that the trend? We'll find out today. We've worked with Matteo multiple times, and usually he's behind the camera, sometimes in front. More from him in the future. But for now, we've got Matteo, we've got Quinn, we've got Brandon, and we've got Drake. This is CinemaBuns.
All right. Welcome to this episode. Matteo, I'd love it if you could sort of tell the people who you are, you know, what you're up to on a day-to-day, and yeah, just tell us about yourself.
Cool. I am Matteo. I run a video production company in Calgary. I'm a local videographer, filmmaker. I was a child actor at some point. Recently just got back into it.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
You should.
That's super cool.
We've
Can you
spent enough
send us
time
your
together.
stuff, or
Huh?
you want to send us your stuff? Or
Yeah.
Okay, great.
We're on like the Disney Channel or something? Did you do a Nickelodeon
I was
ad?
on like an NMAX commercial. I was on like an indie film in the States. I did a lot of like modeling,
Cool.
golf courses, lemonade stands, stuff like that.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I was all
couldn't
over the
even
place,
sell
man. Yeah.
lemonade for 50 cents back in the
Yeah,
day.
exactly. Well, I'm not that old, okay?
So you
Wow.
use that stuff. You use
That's
that
uncalled
like the
for.
NMAX commercial for your portfolio nowadays too, right?
It's on my resume. I don't send it to my agent as a reel. No.
This guy looks exactly
Yeah.
the same.
I'm applying for like 25-year-old male, and I send them that. They're going to be
Yeah.
a little confused. So
I'd still love to see it. Do you have access to it?
yeah, I can probably find it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
we
go.
might have to pull that up at some point during this episode.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So you're like a local filmmaker. You've done some acting stuff in the past. You know, what gets you going? What are you excited for?
I'm just excited for this new generation of filmmakers. Like,
Yeah.
everyone, especially like the new horror movies that are coming out, Obsession, Backrooms.
Yes.
Everyone's like 25 or younger, all coming from TikTok, YouTube, social media. I think it's done a great thing for the film industry, and that's kind of the direction I'd like to go into, especially with my business. Just making films, right? Making cool things that invoke emotion and kind of change how we see everything on a day-to-day basis when it comes to filmmaking.
Hell yeah. And 100%. I love every opportunity to support the bridging the gap between non-traditional celebrity and popular media, right? Where kind of the accessibility of platforms and equipment has kind of demystified Hollywood, and it's not such a walled garden.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to know someone who knows someone. Like, obviously it helps. That still exists. But yeah, we've got up-and-coming directors and actors and all kinds of talent that are just bootstrapping it and showing up out of these different TikTok, YouTube, whatever. I can't wait to see more. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Lots of great things to look forward to. In our immediate future, we have something to look forward to, and I understand that you're providing us with beers today.
I am, yes.
Breaking the mold.
Yeah. I will say.
Let's get to why we're actually here.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only reason. This is just for show.
Yes.
Yeah. I will say, I'm not an avid beer drinker, but I know you guys are.
If you look just past that camera,
We're a little offended, but it's
that's
okay.
the door.
Yeah,
Feel free
no,
to use it.
I know. I'm
Honestly,
sorry.
like the one thing that you should not say on this show is what you just said.
Yeah, well,
Cut. Take two.
it's okay. I'm the first guest. I get some leeway here.
That's
okay?
true.
All right.
He is
But
the
We
first
kind of
guest.
need him, you know.
Yeah.
We don't. Who else would be here? Let's be
Yeah.
real.
Mhm.
No one.
However, I do think my selection will be chosen as worthy.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
excited.
We'll see about that.
Can you also provide reasons as to why?
I will.
All
Would you
right.
like to see them?
Yes.
All right.
I'm actually so curious.
Me too. Whoa.
Oh, you
two
what?
selections.
It doubled up.
Okay, Analog Brewing is a great
Yeah.
option.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy cow.
Wait,
Good.
Is that the same as the cafe?
No.
Is it like no? They're not.
That's a
intertwined?
cafe with coffee.
Yeah, I know,
This
but
is
maybe
beer.
they have a brewery
What's the
too. I
name?
don't know.
What's the name of the place in Inglewood? It's like a. It used to
Yeah, it's
be the
Analog.
Brewcade.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that place
Yeah.
came and went.
Yeah, that's not this place because they reopened under a different name.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they don't have nearly as much arcade
Oh, they
games.
were a brewery,
Yeah.
weren't they?
Yeah, they were. They did. I thought they did Night Gallery, and then they moved.
I love Night Gallery.
Oh,
so
it's
good.
so good.
Yeah,
they have that
Night-
at Civic.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
they?
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Retro styles.
Yes.
Let's
So,
see what we got
Try
here.
that one first.
They didn't have a 6-pack. I got 2 because they look delicious.
God
This
bless you.
one,
Delicious. I love craft
Yeah, it's
beers.
all about what the can looks like.
no, it is, and that's. I was standing there for 10 minutes, like, I don't know. This has gaming stuff.
Well-
Kind of fits the theme.
Thank you for putting in the effort for
course.
this show.
Yeah.
Newsflash to anyone that will be on the show in the future: please put in the same amount of effort to providing us with beer.
I've
Yes.
set the bar high, so
Yeah, if you bring us PBR, that episode will not happen.
It won't air. It won't air.
Okay, somebody needs. I'm just gonna say it. We are not. We told Matteo that is not the expectation, and it's not. We were
No,
going.
this was
That was the goal for this whole podcast.
hey,
It's just
if you
tricking
didn't say
people into
anything,
buying us beer.
maybe they would have bought us some beer. And
I'm
now
sorry. Yeah, no.
it's okay.
Guests are not expected to provide anything but their presence, which is presence enough.
well, that's okay.
I don't
So-
know which one. Which one?
This one, Mario theme, of course. Peach Mango Milkshake IPA.
What the?
That sounds insane.
That
So,
sounds
pass these around.
crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
give
so
me-
are we trying these first? Or those
Yes.
first?
In Another Castle, Peach Mango Milkshake IPA.
Oh, wow.
That is the most Mario can.
Yeah, yeah.
In Another Castle.
It caught my eye.
I thought it was Mario when I was looking at it from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
Look
I
at
mean, that's probably what they're going for.
Look at this
well,
delightful
yeah.
specimen over here.
So they're
Peaches
ripping
for
it
free.
off.
Peaches for free.
Millions
for
of
free.
peaches. Peaches for me.
All right, who's going to be the first one to open? I think Matteo
Yeah,
should,
how do we do
and
this?
we should all mic him up. Let's go. Oh.
Right over the
Yeah, maybe not. No,
Yeah,
right
yeah,
over the
yeah,
laptop.
right there.
Maybe not on the laptop. Oh yeah. Whoa! Well, now your
That one was
laptop's
juicy.
definitely fucked.
Yep.
Well, gentlemen, shall we?
Cheers.
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 Thank you, Matteo.
Of course.
Thank you, Matteo.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that brings serotonin to my brain.
Yep.
I can't say that tastes like Mario.
Well, what would Mario even taste like?
Not that.
Spaghetti and meatballs because he's
You know, I
Italian.
actually
or-
think that Mario
That makes
tastes
more
like
sense.
spaghetti and meatballs. It's okay. He's Italian. He
Yeah,
can say that.
I can say that.
And you both have mustaches, so I think that gives you
We
both
all
a
do.
pass.
Yeah.
Cheers to mustache. When
Mustache
are you
bros.
guys gonna get your mustaches going on? First sips of this beer, I have to say, I do enjoy it.
You really have a way with words.
Yep.
Yes,
How poetic.
Do you taste the peach?
a little bit. I think if it was colder, I might taste it more. You know?
I definitely taste like fruity elements of it. Like it's sweet.
Yeah, there's a bit of mango. I can definitely taste the mango. The peach
Yeah, I
is
don't
a
know.
little more
No.
subtle
Yeah.
to me.
I'm okay with it being subtle though, because we talked about this in another episode. Like beers that are really fruity, not a big fan of.
Yeah.
Like I like when it's subtle like this, so I
Yeah.
think they did a good job.
I would say that's probably my favorite thing about it as well. Yeah, it's definitely got a fruity element to it. There's there's the stone fruit main flavor notes, and then the IPA. It's not like super bitter, and I'm not that much of a bitters in an IPA enthusiast. I like them a little subdued. So this is kind of perfect for me. It doesn't taste like a creamsicle. I don't want a beer that's trying to taste like a creamsicle. This one's really nicely balanced.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I like it.
It's not bad. I will say though, I think if you're looking for like a good fruity beer, like a fruity IPA, well, I think that one's in another castle. I don't think.
What's your thoughts on it?
On the beer?
Yeah.
As a non-beer drinker.
Well, okay, it's I like some beer, not all the time. This one though, I like. It's not too bitter. Like it has some fruity elements in it, and like I don't mind drinking it. I enjoy it. Yeah.
And they put a lot of effort in the artwork.
The artwork helps for sure.
It's weird how when it's good artwork, it's a good drink.
Yeah.
I think it's because they're passionate about it and they want to sell it, so they make it. You know what I mean? Like if it's a bad looking can, it's going to be a bad beer.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is.
I did see a beer at the store and it just said "Dad beer."
I'm not gonna lie,
That's
I would
it.
probably try that.
I was gonna get it.
the perfect
Yeah.
camping beer.
Yeah, that's actually so funny.
Yeah.
You know which beer was really good is Dude beer from Prince George.
I haven't had that one.
I don't know if they still make it, but it was just a black can with white letters that said "Dude." Just in big block letters all the way up the side of the can. That was it. There was no, it was just a simple, good beer.
Yeah. But they're trying to be simple. It's organic. It makes sense. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not trying to make it kind of simple, but a little more not. And then it's shit. It's like, no, this is what it is. They're confident, and I respect that.
Yeah, just cheap, decent local beer. That's what you get. You're supporting local. You're getting a fine beverage. It's not Budweiser.
It's a fine beverage.
It's
good
fine
enough,
Fine
dude.
beverage indeed.
It's not just good. It's good enough.
Yeah. Good enough for the dudes.
Well, that's probably what I would say this beer is. I think this one is good enough.
Okay.
Thank you very much for
Of course.
providing
man,
it.
thanks.
Of course.
Yeah.
Cheers to Matteo. Glad to
Cheers
have
to
you on.
Matteo.
Matteo.
To Matteo.
If we're all sufficiently lubricated, I think
Very.
let's get into this. We wanted to talk about sequels, and they seem to have a reputation for being bad. So I think first off, let's establish what we're talking about here. In my mind, it's pretty simple when you look at how movies gross, how much they make at the box office. Almost all of the time, you've got the starter of the franchise that explodes in popularity, and then the follow-up does half as much ticket sales, if even. I think that's our baseline for worse, but maybe we can dig into a little more why we suppose that is.
I think the majority of sequels are usually bad. Usually it's because they make the sequel for the wrong reasons. I think there's a lot of good sequels because they did it appropriately.
Okay, like what, for example?
So I would say a movie like Top Gun. I think the sequel was perfect.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think, and I think part of the reason was obviously it was long enough in time where it wasn't like they're like, oh, the first one was a hit, let's make another one right away, bang it out. It was like they waited, and it was passionate and fresh in all the writers' minds. So it was something new, but it was also not unfaithful to the original one. You know what I mean? It checked all the boxes and it stayed true to the original format as well. So I think that's a good example of a sequel that's done right. Of course, there's sequels that are not done right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it has a lot to do with your intention behind it too. Because, for instance, that movie, that wasn't just a direct sequel. That's not all it was trying to be. It was more like you have this existing IP with Tom Cruise, who is
Legend.
incredibly well connected, and he has, he's been in so many different movies. They looked at the original Top Gun movie and they were like, how do we do that again? And that was what their goal was. It wasn't like, oh, we're just gonna continue telling the story. It was more deep than that. They had a specific goal in mind.
Yeah.
Well,
And
it
I
was
think-
20 plus years apart, right?
Yeah, and you can't really look at it as a direct sequel anyway because of that.
40.
Was it? Yeah, because
really?
Top Gun was a late 80s movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it we're talking like late 30 years after, because late 80s and 2022 it came out, so that's like it's quite a while.
25 years.
I'd say more
Ish.
than that, but
Well, I mean, we're not here to do maths.
that's true.
Oh wait, yeah, no, clearly not. 'Cause, I mean,
Because we're bad at it.
Yeah.
80 plus 120 is not 20.
It's my -5. Mateo, what's
yeah.
it? Sorry. You go.
I was just going to say, so
Well-
it very much depends on the intention behind it, because if they tried to make, Top Gun Maverick, in the 90s, it
Probably wouldn't
wouldn't be
have been as
nearly
good.
as good.
No.
I think it probably would have sucked, if I'm being honest.
I agree. Attention is everything.
Yeah.
What about you, Mateo? What's a sequel that you have in mind that did it right?
That did it right. I think. Well, I think Top Gun, like, because I grew up obviously not in the 80s. I rewatched.
What?
Yeah, shocker.
Sure.
But watching Top Gun Maverick, I thought it was an amazing movie, and then I watched the original one, and that one was also amazing. And I was quite shocked to see the contrast between the two of how they kept those magical elements, and then also introduced like new characters. And to your point, I wouldn't say all sequels are bad. I would say, again, they're made for the wrong reasons, especially like Netflix originals, stuff like that just gets pumped out nowadays, are definitely made for the wrong reasons. And a lot of sequels, like from Disney, things like that, they don't have the same magical element that you get the first time, right? Kung Fu Panda, Avatar.
Oh,
Okay, Kung Fu Panda 2 was a good movie, all right?
It was good, but it's like The Incredibles 2. You're not going to beat what the first one gave us.
That one was kind of a disappointment.
I would say Kung Fu Panda has a bit of a W happening, because
Yeah.
the third one was an absolute banger. Dude.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Gary Oldman killed it in that one. And then the fourth one just didn't happen.
didn't even watch
No,
it.
No.
nobody watched it. That was hot garbage.
but there's
Do not watch
another
that.
one, isn't there?
No, I
Number
think there
5?
were like I think there were direct to TV like series or
Yeah.
mini movies or something, but really it's the 4 theatrical releases, and by which we mean the 3 theatrical releases.
See, and that's an example of just them milking it. Just like, like Fast and Furious. Like,
You might
just
be-
milking it.
Well,
I mean,
Fast and Furious. Okay. So
I
Fast
don't
and Furious
think
is
there's
an
no debate.
entire other conversation.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
We're
that's
going to need
the
a
whole
separate
thing.
episode for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Just about Fast and Furious.
I don't hate on Fast and the Furious or Ludacris or anybody else on the team for doing what they're doing. You go for it, buddy. Like,
Well, and the thing about that series is there actually is a few of them are genuinely great films. They really are. Like
sure.
1, 2,
like 4.
Tokyo Drift was good, but for different reasons. And then 4 was fantastic.
I liked 4. Yeah.
And then after 4, they started sort of getting more into like that Hollywood action kind of like, how do we make this bigger? How do we spend our budget more? Like, how many trucks can we launch off this building? Like that
Also,
kind of
it
stuff.
just got so far away from the point of what Fast and Furious was.
That's
Yeah.
because
Like,
the originals
literally
had an identity.
Well, the first movies was about racing, and then it was like, now it's like action and there's guns,
Yeah.
and it's like, what?
Yeah.
How
Taking
do
down the
you go
cartel
from
and
racing-
robbing banks.
Like, how do you go from racing to being like double agents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
can
just
tell you
don't
really
understand.
easy. It was money.
Yeah.
Well,
The
yes.
first couple were about racing, and every movie after that was about, hey, we can spend $80 million and turn it into $300 million.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me
Let's
sum up this
do it
entire
again.
episode right now. Sequels are bad because of money. Done. Episode
Yeah, we don't
over.
need
Yeah.
to continue on.
Yeah.
No,
All
that's
right,
very
see you
fair.
next episode.
No, I think what I was saying before, there's so many examples of really great sequels and then not so great sequels. If you look at Dune, for instance, the second Dune movie,
Dune Part 2.
Dune Part 2.
Okay.
Yeah, talking about
cartoon.
Denis.
Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, Denis Villeneuve's
Love that
Dune.
director.
So
because
that's one
others.
example of sort of what I'm getting at. Fast and Furious is another. What's the one that you mentioned?
Avatar, Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda, and then the other one, Shrek. So something about those specific movies is the first movies in those franchises are an introduction into those universes, right? So if you look at Dune, the first Dune movie was like, obviously they had the originals and a book, but this was like the first massive budget, like Hollywood entry with like an established director. For a lot of people, myself included, it was our introduction into the world, right? And that was at its core, that's what that movie was, is an origin story, right? Here's the world. Here are the new characters. Enjoy this fresh new experience. Yeah. And the same thing was with the Shrek movie, right? Shrek 1 was like the first you'd seen these characters, the first you'd seen that world or whatever. Same with Fast and Furious. That movie was like, this is street racing. This is what this looks like. Mm-hmm. And nobody knew what it looked like at that point. It was fresh and new and exciting. So the second movie with those films, the sequels to those films, they can't tell an origin story anymore. They can't be like, this is the world, these are the characters. They've already done that. So where do they go from there? If everybody has already like scratched that itch of this world and like, oh, what does street racing look like? Where do they go from there? How do they make a compelling story? And I think that that's part of the reason why a lot of the sequels fall flat, because they don't get to like rely on that fresh experience anymore.
Yes, and they don't know they're going to make a sequel, obviously, when they make that first movie.
Yeah, because it could do really, really poorly.
Exactly, right? But for Shrek specifically, the first movie was awesome, and I don't think they made that movie to make a second one. Like, I think, I'm not sure, like, I don't know the facts, but from what I saw of the first one, that was it. It was a hit. They made a second one, but they did it so amazingly.
I don't know why that movie is so good either.
It's just perfect.
Like, everything about it is flawless. I think it's a literal masterpiece.
It's hilarious. All the characters, they added new, funny, hilarious characters.
They had more songs. They had better songs.
Better songs.
Maybe better.
I know. I know. Better. That's a atrocious comment, but
how dare you?
You son of a...
No, the truth is the first one was kind of a throwaway project on DreamWorks. I think that's who was doing it. Yeah, because that was a joke in house. I forget what else they were doing at the same
Toy
time.
Story.
No, that's Pixar.
It was something big like that.
I think it was like that Egypt one, Prince of Egypt. I think they were doing Prince of Egypt, and if you didn't do a very good job, or like if you weren't cutting it, then they would put you onto the Shrek project.
That's what happened.
Yeah. They would get Shrek.
Yeah.
So this was just like an experimental thing, which is why they only used like low budget music like Smash Mouth. Smash Mouth was like, they were doing fine, but they weren't like a household name. Shrek 1 made them a household name, right? Yeah. But like that was a very affordable like song to get at the time. So yeah, it was definitely a throwaway project which exploded. So then for the second one, they definitely knew that like they had some money to play with. They knew they had established a brand that people were interested in, a world. So they just really poured things into it, I assume.
I mean, the songs that they had in that movie were like to buy those licenses cost fucking money. You know, that whole soundtrack was like not top 40s, but like very established artists, and those were all hits. All of those songs.
So to add to your points, my question is, what made Shrek 2 so good as a sequel when so many others put in that exact same situation flop? They have a hit, it's great. They make a second one, it's bad. I want to hear your input on this one, Matteo.
Yeah,
what made Shrek 2 good compared to what other sequels did not live up to?
So I think the problem that other sequels fail in, and like you said with Dune, I think Dune Part 1 and Part 2 were amazing, but all these movies start with an origin story. They don't know if it's going to be super successful or not. And then when it does, they don't plan for the future, meaning maybe they don't leave it on a really great ending or a cliffhanger on the first one to provide value to create another story for the second one. And so the running joke with sequels is it's just the same shit redone and kind of like flipped around every single time.
Oh, yeah. Like with the Disney ones where the first one is what it is, and then the second one is just that inverted.
Yeah, exactly. And I think with Shrek and Dune and the movies like Top Gun that actually do it well, they put a unique spin on it. They don't just say, oh, well, this worked for the first one. We're just going to mess it up a bit, say it's the sequel, and release it. Yeah, call it a day. And I think that's like what Shrek did really well. They put a unique spin on it, got some new actors, soundtrack, and just built off the momentum that they had from the first one, which that one wasn't supposed to be as successful as it was.
No, that
Right.
was just like spaghetti at the wall.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly.
You know what's funny about the second movie though is the story itself was not like. I don't know how to word this without making it sound like I don't like the movie, because Shrek 2 is one of my top 5 favorite films of all time. The story itself was literally just Shrek was jealous and he wanted to impress Fiona. He just wanted to like validate their relationship, and that was the entire story. That's the only reason any of that stuff happened, and that was the story. And then he ends up, a bunch of some other stuff happens, but like, how do you take that recipe and then have such success with it? You know?
I think the main reason that one was done well, I think the biggest reason was passion. They were very passionate making that film, and they cared. And it wasn't like they were making Shrek 2 because it's like, we can. It was like, this worked out. The first one was great. Like, there's still so much we can do with this world, and they took their time and made it good, you know? Whereas other sequels, I feel, don't do that. They're just, their entire reasoning is, oh, we can make a second one now, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I would speculate it's a combination of having a bunch of talented writers who are having a good time and giving them the freedom to just do whatever they're going to do. Because even at that point, I don't think DreamWorks had an established animation segment that they were really banking on. Like they were surviving. I don't know how they were doing as a company. But the first one did fine. More than fine, and they gave the writers and the whole team freedom to just do whatever, you nailed it, do it again, without too much corporate overreach and reeling them in and trying to like train them towards certain directions. And it worked out fantastic.
yeah, studio pressure is definitely a big factor for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
these studios have an idea of like what they think success means, right? Like how do you get success, right? And they have like a recipe for it, and so they're putting pressure on these studios to like, or these artists and filmmakers to like create something within that framework. And I think the thing about those movies like Shrek and, I mean, maybe not so much Dune 1, but like the ones that came out and just were phenomenal films like Kung Fu Panda, they were like, what's the expression? Breaking the mold. They were breaking the mold. They were like fresh new ideas, right? That format didn't exist. Success with that format didn't exist, right? And somehow they were successful. So I feel like even to this day, that's what you have to do, you know?
I mean, that's what Shrek is. They had a plethora of Disney characters that they just wrote parodies on.
Yeah.
They had so much source material.
That's true.
And if you watch it as an adult, so many innuendos
That's
and,
true,
and
yeah.
things for adults to enjoy, for kids to enjoy, and they just played around with that.
A lot of subliminal messaging.
Yeah.
Messaging.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They don't have. I can't think of any Disney characters, and I know what you mean when you say that is the classic fable, children's story characters that are popular in a lot of the original Disney films, like Snow White or
Pinocchio.
Snow White, Pinocchio. Oh no, they do. I was going to
Yeah.
ask you for an
I'll say
example
that.
of a
Yeah.
Disney character, but
Yeah.
Pinocchio is in there.
Pinocchio.
And Snow White does exist in the Shrek universe.
Yes.
I thought she was
Definitely.
in there, yeah.
Yeah, there's 7 dwarves and a full grown woman.
Yeah.
Pinocchio and Shrek too.
Yeah, those definitely
Are
happen.
you wearing ladies' underwear? No, I'm not. I think you're wearing ladies' underwear. I'm not.
Oh man, the writers they killed it because
It's so funny.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I think it was funnier than the first one.
Oh, dude, Shrek 2 is. I think it's way better than the first one.
The comedy is just genius.
it's insane, man.
Yeah, the writers had a ball.
Yeah.
So we can all agree that Shrek 2 turned out great.
yeah.
And I think
why?
Why are you so good?
Yeah.
well, I think we can, dig deeper and maybe we can figure that out. Like there's got to be other examples, right? Can you guys think of any sequels that also outperformed their forebears?
Tron Legacy 2010.
Was that the first
Wasn't
sequel
that
to
a-
Tron?
That was
remake,
a remake though, was it not?
No, it was a continuation, but like it was
Years
basically
later.
new, but
Yeah.
it was following the storyline from the first one.
Yeah.
But the original storyline, like it was important, but it wasn't directly following it, so it was kind of something new with but also staying true to the first one.
Right, but
Yeah.
that was kind of like Top Gun, where it was
Exactly.
like many years apart.
Yeah.
I mean something more like Shrek 2,
Right.
where
Like a
they
direct sequel.
followed
Direct
it up,
sequel.
and it was just lightning in a bottle again. Because I'm pretty sure Star Wars did that. I'm pretty sure the second one.
Yeah, that
like,
one came out a few years after, didn't it?
Yeah,
It was definitely 77, I think, for the first one, and the second one might have been either 79 or like 80 or 81 within those years.
I think the second one was in the 80s, and the first one was I think you're
Yeah.
right, late 70s and then early 80s, like
Yeah.
86. I think was the
And that was the same
second.
case with Shrek. Like they didn't think that movie was going to do well, and now it's a treasure in society. So
Lord of the Rings. I'm pretty sure the same thing. I'm pretty sure the second Lord of the Rings film was even more popular.
Yeah.
That one's kind of a unique situation though, because they were filming all three of those movies at the same time.
That's true.
That's
You know,
and that one was made to be a trilogy. So
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
were the way the story was written was for all three movies.
Yeah.
Whereas a movie like Shrek or whatever we were just talking about, they're not. They write it and then they have to write another script on top of that.
There's no books on them either before like Dune, right? So
Yeah.
it's a lot. Unlike Halo, if Dune you follow the books properly,
Yes.
it turns out well.
man,
Sort of.
I wish Halo followed the books.
It's hard to make a couple movies that spread like tens of thousands of years.
Yes,
but
yes, very fair. But
leave it to Mr. Villeneuve. I'm looking forward to seeing his follow.
oh man, he's my favorite director.
He needs to make
Yeah?
Halo.
Yeah. No, he
oh,
does.
What else
Denise
has he
Villeneuve,
done?
No,
yeah.
Neil Blomkamp. And
Neil
and
Blomkamp
Jackson.
or Denise
Man, they
Villeneuve.
tried.
Actually, dude, Denise Villeneuve. Okay, I love Denise Villeneuve, but I don't know if his style would align.
Oh,
with
that's why
Halo.
I think that's
that
why.
could be, that
because-
could make it better.
Man,
If it
that's
was
like-
an ODST or Reach,
dude, if it was ODST,
Insane.
That
Oh
would
my
be
God.
like I'm just thinking Arrival, but ODST style.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
yeah,
God.
exactly.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty.
that
epic.
would. The expression doesn't do it justice, but that would sell like hotcakes. Like,
Like hotcakes.
We're doing it, but we'll get him to direct it.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll just hire him. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, hop.
But
we'll
he'll be
CC
under
him
our
on one of the
command.
emails.
Yeah. Yeah.
At our command.
Whenever we want goes.
Well, and I think for sequels, what we were saying is, I just watched Tron Ares. Right.
Right.
I guess is the third installment, but the first one in 2010, and then they waited another 10 plus years, made another one. Wasn't great.
I'm not
Did you
gonna
see it in
lie, didn't
theaters?
Look good.
No, I saw it last night.
I won't lie. I saw the trailer and I was like immediately disappointed.
No.
I thought they were gonna follow the legacy storyline and
Why
they were gonna
didn't they do
recast.
that?
I
Why
was
didn't they
so
just
hyped, man.
continue?
They-
I was waiting for
Jeff
years.
Bridges
Yeah.
was in it though. Like they touched on points.
How is he in it? I don't
It
know
was-
if I want spoilers.
I think
I'm not
It's
gonna
not
watch
a
it.
spoiler. It's
Yeah.
I think part of the reason it didn't turn out great was because Jared Leto was not just an actor. I think he was like writing it. I think Jared Leto was involved in
Yeah.
Jared Leto really.
But it's weird though, because like you have this incredible movie that like I didn't watch it in theaters. I wasn't really paying attention like when it released.
Yeah.
If any of you guys remember what it was like, was it received really well? Like was it?
I never
No.
heard anything
No?
about it.
No, I had a
No.
friend like Aries, right?
No, Legacy.
Oh, sorry, I was.
Oh,
thinking
we're
of
talking
Aries.
Legacy.
Legacy, yeah. So that
I
movie-
remember watching that as a
Legacy
kid.
was
yeah.
like a big. I remember everyone like loved it.
Yeah. So
Well, it was in
you have this
2010.
movie or this incredible
Yeah, it
film.
was.
Why not? Why did they choose not to continue it?
Yeah.
Right. Like
Yeah,
totally.
it would have made them a bunch of money, and like, why wait for so long and then turn out a piece of shit?
I think that's the problem that we're having with sequels today is
Yeah.
they
There's
wait.
no passion.
Well, but they wait so long and then they're like, we don't have anything else. Oh, Tron did well 15 years ago.
That's
You
what
know
it
what-
feels
you know
like.
what it
That's
might
exactly
be?
what it feels like. It's like, oh, we need to make some money. We got to
Yeah.
reach
Yeah.
our quota. Tron existed. Let's do that.
And they
Yeah.
probably get. I feel like they probably get new people developing these movies that weren't involved in the last ones, so they don't have the same level of like whoever made Tron Legacy, like that was their baby. So
Yeah.
they're not going to want to do it a disservice if they recreate it. So I feel like that might have something to do with it. But usually when you wait 15 years for a sequel to come out, it's usually good.
Yeah, right? Like with
sometimes
Top
it's
Gun and
not.
everything. Yeah.
but like usually when you wait that long, it's like a masterpiece. But in this case, it was just a flop. And I haven't seen it, but I can already tell what I think of it.
I will
already know
say-
I'm not going to like it.
Yeah, I mean, I will say the story and the plot, everything that it followed was just a mess. It was boring, uninteresting. There was some good emotional elements within it. I will say, though, the score and the visuals were fucking awesome.
I was gonna say, and Trent Reznor doing the soundtrack.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's a
It
really
was
good
good,
call
man.
because he is such a good composer. Also, I
Yeah.
love Nine Inch Nails. But for Tron, if you're not going to use Daft Punk to do the soundtrack, he was the perfect choice for doing the
Yeah,
soundtrack.
and
don't
the
think
intro to it was awesome too.
Oh, yeah?
Oh man, it was like a 10-minute intro with like crazy VFX. I'm just sitting there like, this is gonna be a banger, and then by the end of the movie, I was like, that was all right.
That's funny because Tron Legacy has one of my favorite intros to a movie of all time. Like you just hear Daft Punk's music kick in. It's like,
Oh,
bow,
yeah.
bow,
Oh,
bow,
and
bow,
like the vertical like
Yeah. He's like, the grit.
like,
I tried to speculate. Like, I don't know. Just
it's funny because like
and then his voice, dude, is so sick.
oh, it's
for
so
it.
iconic. It's kind of like a cheesy like nerdy like film, but
it's, like,
so
cool.
so well done. Like yeah, you
Also, Jeff
can't
Bridges
take
is
it
like
too
cool,
seriously, but
you
yeah,
know? Like
yeah.
I feel like it's more cool than nerdy, but yeah, obviously like. Nerdy
But like
as
the
well.
thing is with those kinds of movies, like you're meant to overlook the fact it's a little nerdy.
No.
Like it's Tron. You're talking about like injecting yourself into an arcade machine. You know, like that's what it's about. So people that spend money to go and see that movie, like they're already over that. They understand. And so when that intro happens, they're like, let's fucking go.
Dude, you know
this is
what's-
gonna be amazing.
You know what's so funny about that is I remember when that movie came out, me and my friends specifically boycotted it because of how nerdy it looked and we didn't understand. So one of our buddies was like, man, this movie looks so sick. We're like, yo, okay, buddy. Like, made fun of him. And then I remember we all went and saw it and we were just mind blown.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, this is cool. I don't know what we were talking about. We're like, we're sorry, man. Like, you were right. This movie's great.
We'll cut to this.
Well, I wanted to know examples from all of you of sequels that outperformed their predecessor.
Can I just answer mine quick? Even though we talked about it, Shrek 2. I think it
Yes.
outperformed the first one.
I think I have three.
Oh, all right, let's
Three.
go.
Okay.
Is this the first one?
Yes. Yes.
Sit down.
I think so. Yeah. The first one, much like Top Gun, Blade Runner 2049,
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
by
Love
my
it.
favorite director, Denis Villeneuve.
Oh, he did that.
My favorite actor, Ryan Gosling.
I thought you were gonna say Ana de Armas.
Sexy motherfucker.
Her too. Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you know, so keep calm, collected.
Yeah. Let's be calm, Brandon.
Everybody
Calm.
calm down. Chill out.
Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling.
Both talented and
Great personalities.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice
Visually,
Dreamy.
both visually
Yes.
captivating.
excellent tracks of life.
So you're saying that one is better than the original?
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
listen.
to be
I-
fair, not
none
to like
none
dig
of us
into
were
it
there
that
for the
much.
theatrical
That-
release.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that like if you were alive, like if you witnessed the release of the first one, it probably would have changed your life.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Harrison Ford was amazing in it. I watched 45 minutes of it. And
Really?
Yeah, I didn't finish it. I had one more.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not as controversial, but the Split kind of.
Sorry, sir.
I actually
Yeah.
don't know these movies.
Really?
Like, how many are there?
There's three, but they're not like they're split, and then I think the first
Glass?
one.
3 of
Yeah,
those
there's
movies?
Glass.
No,
that's the-
Split was the first one.
no. Split was the second one. Then there was Glass. That's the newest, and then
It split the glass into
yeah,
two of them.
the
There
one
was two
before
of them.
that was it called The Fourth Element? With
No, that's the Fifth Element with Bruce
Yeah.
Willis.
Dude, are you talking about The Sixth Sense?
The Sixth
he's
Sense.
definitely
No,
not.
Because that is not.
the one with
Yeah.
Bruce Willis.
So this is not based
He was
on
in
that
Glass.
that book series that was popular like 15 years ago. There was like Crank and Glass and something else.
Crank with
Speaking of which,
There-
we
there were
have to
books.
watch Crank at a movie night.
yeah.
Oh, yeah?
It's the perfect action movie.
Man, that movie's awesome.
It's so good. Dude.
Yeah.
And fucking who's the not Chili Peppers, Linkin Park, Chester Bennington is in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, life hasn't
He has
been
a
the
cameo.
same
Wow.
since
That's pretty sick.
Chester died.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I
Linkin
agree.
Park.
And Chris Cornell, both of them.
I feel like we
And in the end-
split timelines and just like
yeah.
there's a
Doesn't
better
even
timeline where Chester is still alive.
Jeez, I hope so. Yeah.
And everything is better.
Everything is better.
In the end,
It doesn't even matter.
Okay.
To fall, to lose it all. But in
The end, it doesn't even matter.
Okay. All right. That was great. Moving on. No, put that one on the album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now that we got
all
that
right.
out of the way.
Was that your last one?
That was, yeah.
All right. So to answer your question, I think the Lighthouse, the perfect example of a sequel that did better
Sure.
than the original was Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
Yeah.
That movie
Yeah.
is a masterpiece. It is straight up just, it's my all-time favorite Spider-Man movie. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so-
debatable. Like, I know, other people have their preference. To me, that is just de facto, that is Spider-Man. I mean, I love the first Tobey Maguire film as well. Like I said, I love origin stories. I love the training stuff.
Yeah.
Goblin though with William Dafoe.
Oh, it's so
Fuck,
good.
dude.
That's so
I
good.
think he might be the best villain for Spider-Man.
Remind me-
100%.
Remind me real quick. So the first one, we all know it's got the Green Goblin, and he's like, in front of the train, like, he's forcing him to make a choice, whatever. But what the second one is what? I know the third one is what's his face is Venom and
Sandman.
Yeah,
It's Doc Ock.
The second one.
Second one.
Second one's
Doc
Doc
Ock.
The
Ock.
second one is Doc
Yeah.
Ock.
Yeah.
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 And they-
Doc
Yeah,
Ock
man.
was sick too.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
one of the best villains for sure.
But the
Yeah.
Green Goblin scared the living shit out of me as a
Yeah.
child.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Like,
Dude,
I
that
was
scene
like,
at
this
the
guy's
end
terrifying,
when they're
man.
fighting, and then Spider-Man does the backflip over top of the glider and
Yeah.
just like gets javelined.
Oh.
I had a hard time watching that as a kid.
Dude, I mean,
Yeah. It was
watching it
dark.
as a kid is kind of traumatizing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that was like
because
graphic.
they like
they showed
they were
everything.
friends as well. Like they knew
Yeah.
each other. You know,
Yeah.
there was like an emotional connection there.
Yeah, I don't have any strong feelings back or like either way on that one because they were both excellent. But I think if the question is why, how, when do they get worse, when do they get better? That's it's kind of another example of bringing audiences into a world and then spending the second one expanding it. But maybe we can postulate and come up with a conclusion with some more examples.
Yeah, and if you guys in the audience have any examples of movies that you think the sequel was better, or maybe the sequel was worse, let us know. We'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
Oh God, yeah.
As to my example, I think I'm gonna have to go with Tron Legacy. I know we talked about it, but I just feel I've seen both, and the second one was just so perfect with the soundtrack, editing, the story, and the first one I watched it and I'm just like I enjoyed it. Like it was really interesting, but it's just not the same. And like maybe that'd be different if I was from the 80s, but it's just they were so limited with tech back then, and Tron is such a techie movie that I feel like when they came out with the second one, it was the perfect time for them to do that and rewrite that story. And I just think it was better, though that may be a biased lens considering that was like my generation. You know, that movie came out for us.
I mean,
So,
also like Olivia Wilde.
yeah, if you
like-
just that factor alone is come on.
Say no
She
more.
was my childhood crush in that movie specifically.
Yeah. All right, so I have a question for asking the table.
The room.
I would love to know what your guys' movies of choice would be if you had to pick one that you felt was incredibly worse than the one that came before. So, like, which sequel out of any sequel out there would you consider the worst sequel you've ever seen?
Okay, wow, that was some bold phrasing. I don't know if I can really speak to that, but there are two that I consider personal disappointments. I know you said one. The first one is the entire Land Before Time series. I'm sorry, I realize that Land Before Time 2
controversial
through
comment.
78 are like some people's childhoods, but the Land Before Time 1
Yeah.
was my childhood.
Yeah.
Dude.
That one was incredible.
I mean, I don't know how you would ever beat that.
And,
What-
and
which
then
one
they
was-
so Land Before Time 1 was like the
Yeah, but
the
the worst one. Second one you're saying?
what?
All the ones-
everything.
yeah.
Everything after.
I
Yeah.
love all the other ones.
Well,
But do you
and
like
that's-
them as
and-
much as the first one?
And that's
It's been
what
a
I'm
while.
saying, because like I grew up on the first one. We had the first one
Yeah.
on VHS. I watched it again and again and again.
Me
And it's an
too.
incredible movie with great music, gorgeous animation, Steven Spielberg directing it. Like I think it's an original story.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's
Amazing.
It's just incredible. It's one of the
Yeah.
greatest like classic animated films. And then you followed up with Land Before Time 2, and then Land Before Time 3, and then Land Before Time 9, and then Land Before Time 40. And like there's the first one, and then all of the rest are sort of this slush. I'm not saying they're like, to me, I don't think there's anything redeemable about them. But the quality of every element of them is so much lower. The quality of the animation, the music, the writing, the story, like
Yeah.
it's just it's night and day. But that's not what I wanted to. The one for me, because those ones I think are obvious. I loved Alien. Aliens. No, like it's so high, right? Like Alien is incredible, just so foundational to those like 1980s sci-fi, like the models and the backgrounds and the use of different materials, like painted and adapted into looking like sci-fi props and settings and stuff like that. Incredible, just amazing movie. And then everybody loves Aliens. It's like the best one in the series. No, it's not. Aliens is garbage compared to Alien, and I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Alien, incredible tone, pacing, like it's just so creepy and unsettling. And then Aliens is it's just like an action flick, dude. It's just like guns and explosions and like what a disappointment.
You also have like an all-star cast in Alien, like John Hurt. Like, when have you ever seen that guy in a live action movie that is like not super old and is not Aliens or Alien? Sorry. Like that guy was incredible in that movie.
Yeah.
I don't know that actor's name.
John Hurt, he oh man, how am I going to even explain who this guy is? He Nature Planet,
Treasure Planet?
no, the
I don't know why I said that.
no, the nature documentaries, the OG, like
Planet Earth
yeah, I think
with David Attenborough.
No, Planet Earth is like a newer thing.
Yeah, that was not.
Oh,
Like I know it's not new, but we've been watching nature documentaries for way longer than that.
Olivanders, Wands.
that
Oh,
guy.
really?
I know
That
who
guy,
you're-
yeah.
Oh shit, that's actually
That's
that
John
makes
Hurt.
sense,
Yeah.
I know everybody seems to love Alien 2. It's like the legendary one in the series, but it just didn't hit for me. I feel like number 1 was a high point, and then number 2 just it hopped into the world and it added more cool stuff, but it didn't really build on what made the first one so cool.
It hatched into the world, but that's did you
It burst
Yeah,
onto the scene.
did you watch them in the theaters, or when you watched them it was you
How old
watched
do you
the
think
first
I
two?
am?
Well, right.
Bro.
That math doesn't work. Well, no, they've done like reruns of them.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they've had special features.
Right. But my
no.
question is, did you watch the second one right after you watched the first one?
No,
Okay.
no, I did not. I actually watched the second one recently. I actually watched it in preparation for sitting down with you
really?
guys because
Nice.
I'd heard so much about it. I was so ready to enjoy this classic piece of cinema that was legendary and so much better than the first one. And I'm sitting there watching it thinking like, no, it's not. This movie sucks, dude. Like, okay, it doesn't suck, but it's just like it's
No,
so
you
much
said it.
different. It's so
Everybody,
much
you heard
not
it.
better.
Aliens sucks.
Aliens. Oh, it's terrible. It's garbage.
That's what the S is for at the end.
Yeah.
I can't
Alien,
even
but
provide,
sucks.
I can't even provide an opinion because I don't remember the movies. I just remember Aliens being on my shelf in a VHS format, and my mom was gone, and I was like 6 years old, and I was like, this looks like a good movie to watch. So I put it in, and then it's just like the alien exploding out of her stomach. I'm like, My mom came home and then she sees me like literally shaking behind the chair.
It's like the opening scene.
Yeah.
She was not happy about that, and I was like, maybe this was a little bit of a stretch. So
Stretch.
Yeah.
you get it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair to say. It's been a long time since I've watched those movies. I think actually, did you see Alien Romulus?
No, I
That was the
I want to
newer
watch
one.
them in
Yeah,
like
yeah.
release
I
order.
really
Yeah, I
liked
do
that
too.
one.
Oh, it was a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked
I'm
it.
building
It
up
was
to
really
it.
good.
What do you think?
My
Movies?
sequel, I can't think of any like iconic ones that are like big movies. The only one I can think of right now is you're probably gonna make fun of me, but Grown Ups 2, just
Like worse than the original, or
so much worse. Like
Yeah.
the first one
Really?
was like pretty funny. Like obviously these aren't movies meant to be great movies, but there's just such a gap. Like the first one was like you got what you needed out of it. It was funny. It wasn't meant to be anything crazy. Like I enjoyed it. And then the second one was just an abomination. And it was like, this movie definitely should not have been a sequel.
Remind me what happened in the second one.
All I remember is a scene where they're literally in their bed and a deer comes in their room and then
Oh.
stands up and starts peeing on them.
Yeah.
And they're like, ah! And it's like what?
Yeah.
It stood up on its two legs.
No, I agree with you.
Pete-
yeah, I mean everybody knows deer can't fucking do that.
Right? Unrealistic.
Well, I think comedy movies are an interesting sort of sidebar with that. Like, I mean, The Hangover, for instance, and
But those,
Anchorman.
I like those movies.
and-
Anchorman's a great sequel.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
with Horrible Bosses. I liked both films.
Oh, those were great.
Yeah.
American Pie.
yeah, was
Yeah.
that?
That one,
I've never really
all
watched
of them
those
are
movies.
good. Yeah, like they all kind of stayed good.
They actually were. I think that was Eugene Levy being just kind of the goat, though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Fun fact
Meet
about
the
that.
Fockers.
I worked with Shannon Elizabeth.
Who's that?
On a
She
movie.
was Naomi,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I remember you
Yeah,
telling
she
me
was.
that.
Yeah. Good
The
times.
Christmas movie or whatever,
The
right?
Christmas movie, yeah, a few
Did it
years
ever
ago.
air?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
cool.
on Prime.
Yeah. Cool.
You were in that?
No, I worked on it in crew.
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
So it was very interesting meeting her,
Yeah, I
working with
bet.
her. Yeah,
That is pretty cool.
it is. Yeah.
Well, here's what I say. We have another 4 beers just sitting right over there.
Oh, buddy.
Oh.
And I've been looking at them.
Look at
Been
it.
eyeing them
Yeah.
up.
Riggedy and raw.
All right, but we're not spending 10 minutes talking about
No,
them.
we
No.
won't. We will say 5 minutes.
Beer for
No,
you, sir.
We will say no minutes.
No minutes.
Beer for
we've
you,
already,
sir?
We've already spent 1 minute.
Beer for me. Oh. I wasn't gonna give Brandon one, but
As you should.
what were your movies?
Yeah.
In what regard?
What movie do you think is worse? Like,
Oh, yeah, I didn't
sequel-wise?
answer that
Your
one.
sequel disappointment.
Yeah.
Can you think of one?
I was going to say Mario, but I haven't seen the new one, so I can't really speak to that.
It was bad. I haven't seen it, but it was bad.
I just heard it's really bad.
You can think on it. Mateo, did you have one in mind?
I did indeed. A little controversial. I don't think.
Give it to us.
Yeah, I don't think this one is really awful compared to the first, but I think it definitely missed the mark and plays into like what we were saying, how they just take the same shit and reverse it and
Right.
copy and paste it, essentially. Home Alone 2.
Yeah, and that one was, I think, more successful. I think Home
Really?
Alone 2 was more of a hit because it was
I
the New York one, right?
It was,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think it was, but
No, you
No,
think
I-
the
first one was
a-
definitely
yeah,
like
a bigger
the hit.
success.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
I remember that one. Like they literally had it in theaters for like half a year or something
look
because
it
it
up.
did so well.
I didn't know they had a second one until 5 years ago.
You know, what's even
I would agree
worse?
with you on that.
There's a third one, and some people like it.
It's fucking good.
Wait, with-
it's better than the second
No.
one.
No,
Have you
the,
seen it?
the third one does not have Macaulay Culkin.
No, because
Yeah, it has
right
Max. It has Max Keeble.
yeah.
Some other
Who's
child
sick.
actor.
I remember my
Well,
dad
that's
would.
a character from a movie.
Oh,
It's the kid. He's like a really cool kid, and he like gets chased by this ice cream man.
He's
He's like
Yeah.
paper delivery. Yeah, he's like a cool
It's
kid.
a B movie.
He's
yeah.
the kid in Home Alone 3, and Home Alone 3 is better than the second one. I think the first and third are my favorite ones. Also, only the ones I've seen, 1, 2, and 3. But
All right, to give you the numbers, Home Alone first one made 476 million worldwide. Home Alone 2 made 358 million.
That's
Oh
a
my
pretty
God.
good success.
3 made
That's
only-
120 million about less.
dare I read the third one?
Third one was 79 million.
Listen, I know this
Yeah.
looks bad, but I tell you, that movie is great.
They also came out like 15, 20 years apart or something, right?
There's been many.
No, it came out a
Home-
couple years apart.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
been a lot of Home Alone like with the same IP, I guess, but for TV movies or like just rated B movies
Yeah.
with different actors, and it's just like this cute little kid that lives in a really rich house and crazy things happen.
Oh, Richie Rich?
No, it's literally Home Alone.
Rich and
Yeah,
the
but
Funky
it's
Bunch.
funny because Macaulay Culkin plays Richie Rich, and the way you were describing it sounds exactly like Richie Rich, his other character in that era.
No, it was just like B movies. Like
Yeah.
my dad would go to Blockbuster and buy it for me, and it was like in 2010.
Oh, okay.
I think
Yeah.
those
Gotcha.
movies were pretty safe money when they were making them, though, because
Yeah.
I don't think they were very expensive to produce.
Oh no,
Like compared to another movie, you know, you rent a beautiful house and then you just like film swinging paint cans and,
Yeah.
and what's his face like silently screaming with a tarantula on his face. Like, how much do you think that really costs to do?
perfect for a B movie.
Yeah.
or a C movie.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I have an answer now.
What are you thinking?
Jurassic Park.
Yes, I would very much agree with you.
Jurassic Park
Yeah.
2. Not that I didn't enjoy Jurassic Park 2, but I mean the first one is just so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Like 2 wasn't even like bad.
No.
It's just I don't even get I don't get entertained by watching it like the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Are you not entertained? Gladiator.
Oh,
The second
that's a good
Gladiator
one.
movie.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Jurassic Park.
yes.
I flew in a helicopter above the waterfall from that movie.
Yeah, you have footage of it.
Oh,
I
is
Oh,
that
you
where
do?
that was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on my YouTube video.
Yeah, yeah,
Check it
yeah.
out. Life in the West.
We can link that one for sure. That was actually a really good video. Man, I couldn't imagine trying to bring a good camera up on a helicopter. And
Yeah.
A lot of the footage turned out bad, I'll be honest. But
Oh man, but
It's
that
a
drone shot of the
helicopter.
turtle,
no, that was sick.
man,
Yeah.
you got some good footage.
I
there.
got some of
great
the best
footage.
footage I've ever gotten in my life on that trip.
Yeah.
Like
that was a great
and
video.
that was with the Lumix.
I watched
so
the whole thing.
I appreciate
That's
that.
how good
Thank
of a
you.
friend I am.
You watched the
girlfriend.
whole.
The whole thing, dude.
Whoa!
I watched the whole thing because it was good.
Yeah.
What do you? You just like suffer through that?
Yeah, I did.
You had
Actually.
to like power through?
It was gonna work. I made it
watched
though.
That garbage for you.
Yeah. No. You sent it over, and I saw how long it is, and I'm like, all right, let's see.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching it, and I'm like, this is pretty damn good. And then I was just entertained for the rest of it.
Yeah. Did it
Because
make you
that
want to
was-
go there?
Of course.
Good.
But
That was my goal.
yeah, it was a good travel video.
Thanks.
Great travel
But
video. He
because-
does good travel videos.
Yeah, that was like one of your first like kind
It
of
was like
vlog
the
things.
Third or fourth
I
one.
really liked the
did.
job he did on the snowboarding video.
I
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which-
That one was
the
really good too.
OG snowboarding video.
Yes.
Yeah, the one at Big White. Yeah, that one turned out super good.
that's
That
one
was
of the
that was
best videos.
mostly Brandon. All Brandon?
That was pretty much all me.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah. I don't think I did any audio on that either. I think it was
You might have done a little bit actually. I think you did do
maybe
like,
like
a mix.
one quick pass or
Yeah.
something.
Well, I am noticing a bit of a theme, I think, between the sequels that we're bringing up. But maybe I'll try and put that together in my thoughts at the end.
Sure.
And I have a question now.
Okay, lay it on us.
What warrants a movie to create a sequel? Because we're talking about good sequels, bad sequels. There's obviously a reason for why they're bad and why they're good. So when a movie comes out, it's a hit. What gives them the right to make a sequel?
I think for me, it would be as simple as if the audience wants it. Like if there is a demonstrable demand, the audience just wants more of these characters in this world and this experience, then go for it. Absolutely. Because if not for the audience, then what is any of it for?
I would half agree with that. My argument would be there's a lot of things that the audience wants, but that doesn't always mean that it's going to turn out good. You know, like I know there was a little bit of controversy with Jon Snow, for example, ending up with I forget her name, Daenerys.
Khaleesi.
Yeah, Khaleesi. Like
Daenerys
I feel like
Targaryen.
that a lot of people felt it was like awkward,
Breaker
but they
of
wanted
chains,
it.
mother
You know
of
what
dragons.
I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. So for that reason, I would half agree. But also, if the fans want it, then it's also kind of
Well, it's not a democracy, dude. You like otherwise you end up with Dragon Ball GT. Right? You got to just decide if you're going to do it and then hand it to someone who you can trust with it. You can't just like keep waffling back and forth to try and satisfy everyone or nobody's happy.
true.
Yeah, I would 49% agree.
With who?
With you. He 50%. I couldn't 50%.
1% with Matteo.
I mean, I think what I was saying before with the origin story, I think if you tell an origin story, then you kind of are obligated to continue that story. You know, like there's no resolve to the characters if you're making. I mean, there shouldn't be if you're making an origin story because that's the whole point. The character arc in an origin story should be like how they started, and then like sort of them facing some challenges and then them overcoming those challenges. Not like, okay, now they're established in who they are and they've built themselves up by overcoming these challenges. Now what are they going to do? What's the next challenge? You know? So yeah, origin stories definitely. But also if there's existing material, you know, if you're making a film that is based on a book, let's say it's a book series, like the Dark Tower series, for instance, like that needs to be more than one freaking movie. You know, the fact that it didn't is kind of insane to me.
That movie was kind of.
I heard it was very bad.
It was rough.
Yeah. Was that Stephen King?
Well, the book series is Stephen King.
Yeah.
Director, I don't know who directed.
Yeah,
I know
so
Matthew McConaughey was in it. That's
Yeah, I
the-
remember.
But like
that.
Stephen King.
That's the other guy in that detective story show. I was trying to remember the name of.
That's
Detective?
True Detective.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
True
True
Detective
With Woody
so
Harrelson.
good.
Not Woody.
Yeah,
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
Woody
yeah.
Harrelson.
Have
It
you
wasn't-
seen the first season, the whole thing?
No, but I've heard that's the best season.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you got to watch that one. So good. Except the last couple episodes they're incredible, but they make you a little uncomfortable with the reality that they
Nice.
push into your face. But yeah, I think that it can't just be fan service, you know, like the Mario movie, for instance. Like there's no existing story in that franchise other than like, okay, Mario storms castles and saves Peach and yay, you know, that's the
Yeah.
story. And in the first one, they sort of implemented their own story. They invented a story for it, and they did a really good job in doing that. In the second one, I haven't seen it, so I don't know what they did, but apparently it's not very good at all.
It was okay. I saw it.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Did it
It's a
feel just like fan service to you?
No, like I was entertained, but it's a children's movie.
Yeah.
Like that's all it is. But I enjoyed it. It was cool.
That was the criticism that I was hearing. Is
Yeah.
that the first one is kind of something that you can take your kids to or your little brothers or whatever, and it's enjoyable for everyone, you know, because it's entertaining. But maybe that one was also unabashedly a children's movie as well, and
Yeah.
people were just more willing to sit through it because it was fresh and interesting that way.
The plot in the second one was awful. Everything leading up, like 75% of the second movie, I would say is pretty decent. And then when you get to the end of like why it all happened, it's kind of like, yeah, okay, what, why? Like all of this for just that.
Well, so it's about Baby Bowser, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have like an actual story?
Not really.
They didn't.
No?
He draws. He paints.
I'm pretty sure he only.
Whoa.
That's what we got from the movie.
But he showed up in multiple video games.
Yeah.
In the Mario
I
franchise.
think Sunshine is the first time he shows up, isn't it?
Still haven't played that game.
I have no clue.
Because I don't remember him. I know in the Yoshi's Island, it's Baby Mario that you're trying to, like, ferry back to. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played it, but I'm pretty sure Bowser Jr. is first shown in Sunshine because he's got the paintbrush and he's like painting the the ick
The-
on the
yeah.
I don't know what it is.
The goo.
The goblins, the whatever he
yeah.
conjures up.
I might be wrong. I feel like I'm doing a disservice to my.
Yeah, all those Mario fans out there are just like cringing.
No, I mean to myself, to all the video games I've consumed.
Yeah,
And,
man,
Yeah.
look at.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't see it on the cameras, but look at that collection over
There's
there.
an
like-
entire collection of games that would be the cost of a down payment for a house. but
Okay,
that's
settle
another
down.
conversation. But
Picture
Taylor, I want to
all
hear
of-
your thoughts.
Yeah, on I think the reason you should make a sequel
yes.
is there more to tell,
Honestly,
right?
yeah.
The other point of view is, did the first movie set it up for a second? Right? So, again, if we look at Denis Villeneuve's movies, most of them, Prisoners, for example, it's like, it's a one and done kind of deal. Same with a lot of other movies. Obviously, once you get introduced to things like Shrek, where the universe can be expanded, that's when it may warrant a second movie. Obviously, that depends on how well they do in the theaters, what the fans want, things like that. I do think overall, especially when it comes to Netflix movies, man, these producers are just milking the shit out of that.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my God. I mean, there's a few, like Extraction with Chris
Oh,
Hemsworth.
yeah.
Amazing.
That I mean, to be fair though, that's like there's not much story there. You know,
There
Like,
doesn't need to
there's-
be.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's not much pressure to make
Yeah.
like as long as it's a great action film.
Yeah.
that's really the bar. That
But
you're
that's
going
that's
for.
what it is. It's not trying to be this cinematic masterpiece,
Yeah.
right? It's there for a purpose, and that's what
Like
every
John Wick.
like John Wick, right?
Yeah.
And that's what every movie is there for. It's to serve a purpose. So you can't judge Shrek over a Quentin Tarantino movie because those are
not the
two
same.
different type of pieces of art. But you can still judge them on their own or within that kind of subgenre.
It's like when you go to F1. Everyone's like, the story sucked. It's like, why are you going to F1 for the story?
Yeah.
The whole point of the movie is like it's you're going there
Yeah.
to see cool race cars,
Yeah.
big sounds.
Yeah.
Like that's why
Cargo
I'm at that
fast.
movie.
Yeah.
I'm not
Was it
there-
cool?
I'm not there to be like, I don't know, Brad Pitt's character development was
Yeah. No, exactly.
you know.
I
So-
mean, it did have like a compelling story. You know, it wasn't like
Oh, I loved it.
that's kind of the thing. Like that movie could have been really bad if the story was any worse than it was. You know,
It's true,
But it
yeah.
didn't need to be. It didn't need to be great as long as it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
There's a happy medium in the middle, and it definitely did it.
And I guess
Mediocre at best. Great film.
All right, here's what I'm hearing, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on how to, what to really take from everything we've covered. Is it sounds like there's a million ways for creating a sequel to go wrong, and actually quite a few different ways it can go right. But it seems like if you're just doing it to pander to your bottom line and create it for the sake of profit, then that alone is a recipe for failure. Assuming that failure here means not as successful, not as beloved. I'm sure for the most part they're all still profitable, and all of the executives and the people who worked on it are probably still happy with how it turned out. But if you make a sequel for the sake of expanding in a world that you've already introduced people to, and there's more to explore, you've left plenty on the table that is exciting to dive deeper into, or you've set it up and you've started something and left plenty of threads to continue to pull on, to draw people back in for more, then sure, there's lots of good reasons, and there's plenty of examples of a sequel being even more successful because you're doing it for the right reasons.
yeah.
I also just wanted to say mine. I didn't say it yet, but I think it also depends on how the movie you make ends. Because if you have a perfect ending to a film where everything feels concluded,
Yeah.
and then you force a second movie, to me that is like 9 times out of 10 that movie will fail. And I think if it feels concluded, then you shouldn't touch on it. Like Toy Story, for example. Toy Story 3, in my opinion, was the perfect end. They summed it all up. They ended the trilogy. Great way for the series to end. then they had to make Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
And it felt very forced. And I think that's my takeaway from this whole conversation is it can't be forced, and the ending is very important for the movie that you're making, because if it feels concluded and there's no room for kind of what you're saying, no room for more, then don't do it. You know?
Yeah, I'm sorry for jumping into my wrap up statement, because that's a really good point. Is if it felt like a really satisfying way to leave things, like Gravity Falls, for example. I don't know if you've seen that animated show, but it feels like it's my favorite example of something that like starts, tells its arc, and then ends, and anything else would just be pandering, because they came full circle. They did a perfect job, and that's just my first example. But if you've done it all up nicely with a bow, then
if you've told the story.
If the story's completed, you know, like, there's no need for more.
I will say, though, there are exceptions. I mean, Shrek, for instance.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, is like I feel like Shrek
there's a lot
ended
more
well, but it ended in a way where you could have another one.
Yeah, for sure. But like that
the
story
world left plenty to be said.
The universe
it wasn't,
itself.
Yeah, the story they told wasn't really the point in Shrek. It's that there were so many characters and so many places, and
and that's kind of the thing too. Like, you know, Shrek 2 is a masterpiece, but like I think they had a lot of opportunity with like the new characters they added in, the new soundtrack, the parodies with other franchises that existed. Like they had a lot of material that they could just sort of riff off of,
and then
instead of just focusing on like Shrek as the character. You know, like,
and then they continued in changing the tone a little bit, but went even further with Puss in Boots. Not the first one, but the more recent one.
Second,
I forget the subtitle.
That was good.
Great film. And
what is the name of the little
something about
I have no clue.
death?
No, well, that's what the storyline is. But same thing. There were more characters, there were more locations, and they found a way to explore those without beating the existing main character to death.
Yeah,
it was passionate.
What I would say to that is John Wick. They did 4 movies?
It's 4. The fourth one was like the end.
Yeah, but now
then they made
now
they made Ballerina.
I was gonna say
and another one.
No,
they're
another
not
one.
going to stop, man.
No, another one with
that one is like
Keanu Reeves.
I'm honestly
'cause he didn't
okay
die.
with that.
But he's out, right?
But I don't know. They haven't they weren't going
the
to
high
make.
table is done with him.
They weren't going to
as
make
of
a
the
fifth
fourth,
one,
right?
Well, he, kind of just flipped the script on the whole, the high table and everything, right?
Yeah.
Like, I do think that the way the fourth one ended, now they can literally do anything.
Yeah.
Like, they can take that character and just do whatever they want.
That's true. He's a free agent, an extremely powerful individual who.
But I liked how it ended.
Yeah.
Right. Like
me too.
This guy killed probably thousands of people, and at the very end, it ended in like the most cinematic way. And honestly, like, hey, I'm good with there being 10 more.
Yeah, it's
Keanu
one of those
Reeves,
things
okay?
you talked about. You can keep
love that
doing
ending.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no pressure to follow this.
Idiot.
Yeah.
He didn't shoot.
Yeah. But
Consequences.
so
I
good.
love that. Consequences. Boom.
yeah,
Done. Great
I do
film.
think they are kind of juicing it for as much as they can at that point.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you, right? Like, the first... Man, this is... should I talk about this now? I don't know. It's maybe when we talk about action films, we'll talk about it.
Sure.
I could talk about the first movie for hours.
Oh God,
But anyway,
well,
I think we've had you all here for. Thank you for sitting here with
You're
us.
still here. Thank
thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll edit this one aggressively, but we have had fun, and it's a pleasure to have you join us.
Yeah. I think in general, I think we've touched a lot on the sequels and what makes them good, what makes them bad. If you guys have any thoughts on, sequels you liked, sequels you didn't, let us know in the comments. We'd love to extend the conversation to you, because there's a lot of movies we didn't talk about today.
can I say it?
Yeah, go for it.
Revenge of the Sith is the best Star Wars movie ever.
Whoa.
Well, that's not true.
Whoa.
Subjective.
That's factually
I had to say it. I had to say
It's
it.
the best prequel.
So it's
The originals are just better.
I don't know, man.
It depends on what you mean by better. There's a lot of different ways to look at them, right?
Are you trying to keep us here all night with that?
I'm just saying I had to say it in the episode.
All right.
Okay,
That's
Revenge
fair.
of the Sith. That's the first prequel. That's
Oh my God!
No.
Don't even
no,
talk anymore.
No.
okay. So
you've
Revenge,
lost me.
because it's A New Hope, and then
Okay, you're so off right now. No, it's A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. That's
Yeah,
the originals.
yeah.
And the prequels.
Okay, I wasn't that far off. I
You
knew
were
what I was-
very far
You
off.
were-
He
You're
literally
right.
said the first movie
No, but he
as
was
the
talking.
first movie.
He was saying A New Hope is the first one of the
No,
prequels.
that's not what I
No,
meant.
he-
Whatever.
he meant-
keep going.
he
Keep
definitely
going,
didn't do
man.
that.
You're
Phantom
on a...
Menace, Attack of the Clones, and then Revenge of the Sith.
Okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
Where Anakin turns into Darth Vader.
right.
Do you think that's the best Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
All right.
No, listen.
Is that the one where Yoda actually fights?
That is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
badass.
It is.
Tell me that wasn't
Yeah.
sick.
The originals are amazing. I just think for me personally, and a lot of other people I know of, that one is the best and my favorite movie of all time for many different reasons.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay.
I mean, like
I-
number one, or like favorite movie of all time in a list of 10 favorite movies of all time.
Probably in a list of like 100 favorite movies of
Okay,
all time.
yeah,
but
yeah.
No, I mean, I feel that. I think the best movie of all time, in my opinion, is Fellowship of the Ring. But in that trilogy, I think a lot of people don't see that one as the best one. You know, but to me, it's like, no, it's untouchable.
I love
Like,
the originals too. Like, it doesn't discredit those either.
Yeah.
It's just if there's one that I could only watch ever, it's that
Fair.
one.
Okay, but what's your favorite fight scene in the Star Wars franchise?
The one with
Yoda versus was it
Palpatine.
no.
No.
No?
Anakin and
versus
Kenobi.
Obi-Wan. Yeah, that was sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Some of the
Yeah.
like the fight scene was epic.
Yeah.
But when they talked, I was like, shut up. Like when he's just like, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. I'm like, who says that in a fight?
I don't know.
Trying to kill each other.
From my point of view.
Oh man.
No, the best Star Wars fight of all time is absolutely Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn. Like that.
That
Okay.
one's pretty
Yeah.
sick
It's-
too.
It was
There-
good, but
Dude, nothing gets my heart going like that fight scene.
That's
and
fair.
just like, I mean, to be fair, there's no reason at all they should have won that fight versus Darth Maul for
No,
so
they
many
should
different
not have.
reasons.
Especially when Qui-Gon dies and Obi-Wan's left to face him. It's like,
Yeah.
you're not even a master yet, bro.
Yeah.
There's no way you would win.
I think there's like 8 Jedi disciplines, and Darth Maul mastered 7 of them.
Yeah.
And Qui-Gon Jinn, I think he mastered like 3.
It's unrealistic.
This just makes no sense.
I know everybody hated it, but I really liked some of the composition in The Last Jedi.
I did too.
I thought that was
I did too.
Like, I thought
Everyone
that movie
hates
was
it.
very cool in a lot of places.
I agree.
And there's the door. Just kidding. We should get to the trailer.
Yeah.
All right,
do have a
so-
trailer.
Yeah, this is the segment of the episode where we go over a new trailer, and it's fitting that it's a sequel. So if anybody has seen the first Mortal Kombat movie, this is the one that just came out. It's the sequel, and yeah, we're looking at Carl Urban right now on the screen. All right, here we go.
Uno más thanks. You're Johnny Cage. I love Citizen Cage. I was a kid.
Love this actor. by the way.
Citizen
Yeah.
Cage.
Appreciate it. They should do a reboot.
It's Butcher?
Yep.
It is.
Did you watch the last episode?
It went out in the 90s.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight.
Oh, he's
Tell me
like,
you're not some crazy fans.
wait, does he have an American accent?
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Are you coming or what?
His accent's unfortunate?
Not having the accent.
But his accent is the best part.
Yeah, I know.
No, but he was doing an accent. He's a New Zealander doing
Yeah,
like
that's
a...
what
Yeah,
we're
but
saying.
he's doing
an
a
American
American.
accent.
I mean, he was American in the first movie.
Oh, he's in the first one.
What?
Yeah.
Pretty sure he was.
I didn't see the first one.
No.
Gross.
This is a war.
Is that this May?
This is it just came out in theaters.
Oh, okay.
I should probably watch the first one.
Yeah, same.
I don't know if you need to.
Okay.
I don't have transformer arms. Or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor. I find you annoying. Not the face.
It's nice to see him like popping off.
I mean, he was in a lot before The Boys. We just didn't recognize him.
Yeah, I only knew him from Lord of the Rings and The Boys.
Yeah.
He was in Thor, Ragnarok as well.
Yeah, he's in quite a bit.
Thor, okay, I haven't seen that movie in so long. Is he like a bad guy in it?
No, he's I don't know, the gatekeeper.
Okay.
Of course.
Oh yeah. What do you call
Classic
the kills
Mortal
in
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat?
Fatality.
Yeah,
I'm not
fatalities.
sure on that VFX, man. That was rough.
Are you shitting me? You don't have any powers? Just incredibly handsome.
Did that just say May 15th?
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's out.
Yeah.
It's out.
Shit came out on my birthday.
Yeah.
All right.
We should have went and saw it.
We should have. I mean, that looks. So I've heard that movie got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What?
I don't get
That's
it, dude.
impossible.
Yeah.
Where'd you
no
hear that
way.
from?
Well, no, I saw it.
No, I thought you
It
said
has-
IGN.
No, IGN rated it a 10.
Oh, okay.
But Rotten Tomatoes had like
What?
100% fresh.
I'm sorry.
or
Rotten
something.
Tomatoes can't be
Wow.
trusted, though, to be fair.
Look,
I mean, when
IGN
it's
can't be
like-
trusted. Tell you that.
Yeah, but what if neither of them can be trusted, but they're both rated at like, you know.
Then it must be real shit.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
But the thing is, that trailer to me, that was not a very good trailer.
No,
I
that
don't
looks
know.
like
It
hot
doesn't
garbage
look
to
very
me,
good at
dude.
all. Yeah.
I
But-
kind of wish, if I saw the first one, I think I might have had more of an opinion on it, to be honest.
Well,
No.
I like this movie. I am actually very excited about it. I was
Why?
more excited about it before I watched the trailer, because they have like real martial artists actually like acting in the film.
Oh,
So like
that's
a lot of the characters are like they're actually doing like wushu and everything that they're doing, correctly. It's not just like some 80s action film where they fake all of this stuff. Like
that's
they're actually
exactly
doing it.
what
know?
I'd be excited about seeing a movie like this for. Is for the combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you hear the K
100%.
that I pronounced?
I did. Yeah.
I doubt it's for the plot.
Well, no, but then watching that, like, the thing that turned me off the most was seeing the extremely CGI like backgrounds and stuff, which
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not surprised.
Yeah.
It's just it
It all
feels
looked
really
like it was filmed on a volume wall.
yeah, like it
Man.
feels
Yeah.
corny as hell. But then it was the moves. I don't think that was a very good showcase of like really well done martial arts.
Yeah.
They gotta
like
go
the,
back to
the
real
like
sets.
sash like they just edited that really poorly. The sash looked like she was waiting for her to come in with the sash to catch her move, and like I don't know, dude.
Well, that was it's weird because this trailer was all about like the like dialogue quips and like the weird like
Yeah. Johnny Cage is funny.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Like why would you
Johnny
go for that when
Cage
you're
is
talking
handsome.
about like a martial arts video game movie adaptation? Like
Was he an actual video game character? in
Yeah.
yeah.
Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, everybody
Johnny
in this
Cage?
movie is part of the video game.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But like focus on the martial arts. Focus on like the
Yeah.
cool like all these crazy moves that we're actually going to show you guys. You know?
I think that was probably a miss for me for a trailer, but it feels like they had a choice. They could have done what you said, focus on the martial arts, which maybe they should have. But that looked like they focused on the look. It's Butcher. You know him.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
100%.
much.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
he's their like top billing. He's the face that
For
people are
sure.
going to be like, oh my god, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes, though, a trailer's bad and the movie's good. I've had
For
that
sure,
happen a
yeah.
few times
Well, I
where,
think
like,
that's probably what's happening right now.
100%.
Like, a lot
if
of
it
people
got that
really
good
love
of
that one.
ratings on very untrustworthy, critiques,
I mean,
Yeah.
I would trust
Must be
Rotten
good.
Tomatoes more than I would trust IMDb.
fair.
Like IMDb, the only
I
thing
trust
I ever,
IMDb.
Actually, no,
I only
IMDb is
ever go-
way more accurate, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
I don't agree. Like you have to go to the user reviews if you're gonna go to IMDb.
Yeah.
You can't trust the critics.
I agree with that.
For sure.
Like, user reviews are way more reliable.
well,
for
they
sure.
actually explain it in plain English too. It's not some weird like
Yeah.
poetic fucking whatever bullshit that the critics like come up
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
to make themselves sound smart.
Dude, I remember Transformers got the worst rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and I was reading the critics' reviews, and they were just like, I just didn't like how the character development interacted with the story. And I'm like, it's fucking Transformers.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at it the way you're looking at it? Like, shut up. The movie was good for not the reason that you obviously think a movie's good. Like, it's just an entertaining, fun movie that
Yeah.
I enjoy. I'm not going to go say it's the best movie ever. It's just, I like those movies for what it is.
Bit of a sidebar, like Transformers. I'll be quick, I swear. What I was excited for and most disappointed by when going to see those movies is the transformations, right? Because that's what made the toys so cool
Right.
because you got the more expensive toys, the premium versions, because they had more points of articulation and more interesting and more satisfying transformations. Like I didn't have Transformers, but my friends did. And when I went over to their houses, I would, try and transform them and then put them back. And it was like a puzzle. It was interesting. And a lot of the time I couldn't do it. If they had the good ones, I couldn't quite get it right, and they'd have to show me. So going in to see the Transformers movies, I really, really wanted to see these cool animated. I wanted to see them transform on the theater screen, and they didn't, dude. They just had a bunch of living metal. I forget I think it's just called living metal, and a whole bunch of fractals and like folding. And
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Like the first with Shia LaBeouf, those three you're talking about?
Yeah, those Transformers. Like when
Man.
the Transformers transform, it's just living metal folding and fragmenting, which honestly, in universe, in canon, that's correct. It makes more sense that they did that, but I wanted to see all the panels change position.
Yeah.
I wanted to see a Mack truck transform into a guy.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's funny too because like there were certain transformations that they spent more time with that than others. Like you could tell that the VFX team were like, "Hey, we're gonna think this out really, really well. How does this actually mechanically fit together?" But then there's others that they just didn't, and yeah, it was just a bunch of like, fractal folding metal that they just thought looked cool.
Just
you know?
triangles, spin them around a bunch, and then have a different shape spin out of it.
Yeah,
It was
like the fourth one with
Oh, dude, the Mark Wahlberg ones
Mark
were
Wahlberg. Yeah,
awful.
it was so bad.
The CGI comparison and those were more recent than
terrible
with Shia
movies.
LaBeouf. Like the top three with Shia LaBeouf are. I love those
I love
movies
all
with a
three of them.
passion,
Yeah.
not just because of Megan Fox. And
Shia LaBeouf, honestly, more
no,
so
Shia
for me.
LaBeouf for sure. But the CGI for when it was made
So good.
is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you compare that to Mark Wahlberg,
worse.
dude. It's
they're
so
bad.
horrible.
Did you watch the new one with like dinosaurs?
Okay, when they got into the dinosaurs,
No,
I was
I
like,
didn't.
where are we going with
No.
this? This is a good example of where sequels
Yeah.
are milking it, and that's what it is.
It's not
I
even
mean-
milking it. It's just not trying.
Well, and
at all.
That's the thing. Like, okay,
Yeah,
we have like, $150 million to make this movie,
Yeah.
and we know it's going to make us $400 million. It doesn't matter how good it is. Why would we not do that? Let's make ourselves, $250 million right now.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why Fast and the Furious gets away with it and other IPs don't. Because with Fast and the Furious, you're not expecting anything. So if they want to just like rinse it out and like put it back out there, fine. You're not hurting anyone's feelings.
Well,
hurting
you know
my
what?
feelings.
The thing about the Fast and Furious movies too, though, like with the budgets getting crazy and like the stunts getting even more crazy, they are really pushing the envelope with action films. Say what you want about like the story and like the quality of films, but what they're doing is like they are like pushing the industry forward in the action genre. Like they're doing that. Those franchises are the ones that are doing that.
I wouldn't say that.
No.
No. Because a true action movie is something like John Wick.
I was just gonna say that movie.
That's an
perfect
action
example.
movie, man. And the
No.
way that they film it, the stunts, everything, they're actually pushing the envelope. Fast
Well,
and
I will
Furious
say-
is just
Yeah.
pure CGI bullshit, just
Well,
spewed
no,
onto the
it's
screen.
jumping out of a building to
Yeah.
another building. It's like
No, but the
there's
thing is
nothing
about
to it.
those, when you get to that high a budget, it's not all CG though. A lot of that stuff, like you remember that scene? I forget which one it is, but they steal a safe and they're dragging it down the highway. They filmed that practically. That's a real like massive.
Well, they didn't make it look very good.
Bro, give me $100 million. I'll drag a safe down the highway.
no, but 100%. I think
That's why wouldn't you do that? That sounds great.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like they're pushing the envelope with the like what you're allowed to do as a filmmaker in Hollywood. Like you can't do that if you're on the set of a $200 million budget.
I mean, I'd say most of Chris Nolan's movies push the envelope for anything practically way further than Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
You know
in
what?
what way?
I can't wait for our action movie episode.
Yeah.
I think
Local
you can look
filmmaker.
forward to more episodes with Matteo. It's been a lot of fun having you here.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's been a lot of fun
Now-
chatting with you guys as always.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
And now we're
we'll
just
get,
recording it.
We'll
Yeah.
get the beers next time. Now, to send us off,
weird.
I'd like to introduce you to the fun movie fact of the day.
Did you say it's the
Fun movie fact of the day?
And the fun movie fact of the day. Sequel edition. This comes from Star Wars. In the Empire Strikes Back. That's the second one, right? 1980.
It's the first one.
Oh, I was close.
Is it?
No.
You're so mean. I can't believe you've done this.
in theaters, by the way.
If the Empire Strike Back, obviously there's something that came before it.
Empire Strikes Back. Leia kisses Luke to make Han Solo jealous. At this
Really?
point, well, that's the kiss, right? That's the
Right.
kiss that everybody's all worked up about. Oh my God, incest, they're brother and sister. At
Yeah.
this point, when they're filming, when that movie releases, George Lucas had not yet written that they were brother and sister.
Oh.
Nobody knew that.
Wow.
It was in the script. It happened. And when it happened, it was totally fine. And it wasn't until he wrote the script for, I don't remember the third one. This was
Return of the
19
Return of the Jedi.
What? Return of the Jedi? Yeah,
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. 1983, where it turns out they were brother and sister. So,
Wow.
I don't know. I guess he just thought that made more.
I mean,
that was
honestly,
more important.
That makes it less weird. that
Yeah.
he didn't actually have that written before. So.
Yeah, so they actually weren't brother and sister when she kissed him.
Yeah.
Imagine like what Carrie Fisher and the guy that played
Mark Hamill?
Luke, Mark Hamill,
Yeah.
what they were thinking when they read that script. They're like,
Hold on a
minute.
what?
yeah, 100%.
Yo, that's nasty.
Yeah,
Like,
you
yo, I
are
just
you
made
sure,
that.
George Lucas?
Yeah. We just made out.
Yeah, like interesting choice. Okay.
And then there's just Game of Thrones where they just lay right
Yeah.
into the incest.
Yeah, no, that was fine the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just how things are done in Westeros.
I enjoy that fact. That was a good one.
Yeah,
I did
that
not
was a
know
good
that
I
either.
didn't know that either, but
No.
it does make sense. Like it just because
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's so weird that he
It's
had
a
them
bit of a
make
weird
out,
thing to write in.
right?
Yeah.
So now that I know, it's like okay, it's less weird. Now it's just more like, how did you not like?
But now when I watch
Yeah.
that scene again and they're making out, I'm gonna be thinking like, wow, the actors like they're just giving it everything,
Yeah.
because they don't know
know.
that they're sister. And
Yeah,
brother.
but she didn't
Well,
even
and
want that
they didn't
dork.
know.
Well, of course, in like
their
narrative,
characters,
Yeah.
but like when you're watching it now, you're like, oh, the actors didn't know, so that's
Yeah.
that's a genuine kiss. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but she wasn't that into it. The person she really wanted was that
oh, Han
Yeah.
Solo.
Yeah.
rugged,
I would still be Luke in
near
that scene.
duel.
I would be Luke, but gladly.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. We are so glad we got to have Matteo on.
It's been a great time. Thanks
yeah.
for coming, man. Thanks again for watching our episode, guys. We're very happy. Our first guest, Matteo Zulli, Paradigm Visuals. You can go check him out on Instagram. Lots of good content made by him, waiting for your discovery.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to say I am honored to be the very first guest on this podcast. I know we've worked on numerous projects over the years, and I'm glad to call you guys friends and embark on this journey together. And yeah, this was an amazing time to talk about movies with you guys.
Same to
And
you,
more
bro.
future projects to come.
Yes.
Yeah, and we'll have you back on the podcast.
I would love to be back.
Some point we'll
Matteo
have to have you
will be
back.
back.
And
Do not worry.
I will
We'll
be
look-
back.
And we'll have to have you back. So we look forward to seeing you on the next episode. New one every month. Bye.
Bye.
The CinemaBuns podcast.
CinemaBuns.
CinemaBuns.